You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 159.
159, man. I'm Ralph Gronkowski this week. NFL back, baby.
NFL is back. That's what's up. New listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated, the podcast. Twitter is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the Podcast. TikTok is Oversaturated the Podcast. Our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. And if you want to follow us individually, I am the Mind of Ralph on Instagram and Twitter.
On Twitter, I'm JON, 2 underscores, the letter B. On Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. Holla at us. Ralph, my guy. Another week.
Yes, sir.
We are back.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm good this week, man. Feeling great. Feeling, not letting the sciences take a hold of me because it's not officially fall, but hoodie season has gotten here a little bit quicker than normal, I would say. But I am fine. I'm feeling great. Mental health is great.
Nice.
I think my health is all right. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I think, like, you know, I'm all right.
Well, you looking good, so it's all good, man. I'm good, bro. Just here, we talked in pre-production. I've been inside. I've been inside, especially right before homecoming. So
Gotcha.
I'm just trying to save as much money as I can because I know I might do a little splurging when I get down there. So you know how that could go. You know how that could go. But I'm chilling for the most part, man. Like Ralph said, football's back, hoodie season is back. If you on YouTube, you see us in our hoodies today. Here, man. I will say though, I finally watched Morbius.
Why did you do that to yourself?
Because it's on Netflix, and I was just like, it's there. Why not?
Oh, it's on Netflix. That's crazy.
Right?
That's nasty.
Because usually the Sony movies go to stars.
Mm-hmm.
So with it being on Netflix, it's like, oh no, that's nuts. Yeah, I'm glad I did go see it in the theaters. I feel like that movie had the potential to be really good, but it just wasn't. It just wasn't. And I have no deep dive for you. It just wasn't good.
I told you from the jump, Jared Leto, man. It was doomed from the beginning.
Man,
It was doomed from the beginning. Now, I was watching, me and the wife was watching some on Tubi. Oh, my God.
I'll keep hearing about Tubi.
The highs of Tubi are extremely, extremely high, right?
Okay.
Like, you can get, like, some elite black stuff. Like, you can stream them Steve Harvey show on there. Like, if that's
word?
You wanna watch. Yeah. Like,
I've been wanting to watch that, too.
It's on your Tubi.
Okay, I'm going to see if I can download
the
Apple
lows,
TV.
It's like the lows, though.
They down there.
Man. Ooh. Like, I mean, hey, look. Everybody can't be a mainstream movie content creator.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can't be the Issa Raes, the Ryan Coogler's of the world. Everybody, we would love people to get up there, but whoo,
Man, I got
the
you.
stories and the concepts and the way niggas is shooting down here,
So that's where all the straight to DVD joints go. Tubi.
bro. I can't even say this was straight to DVD. Like, this is an insult to the disc it's on. Like,
Hey,
it
yo.
was oh my God. Like, the thing was called, I can't even think, it was like something where the premise where it's like the pastor's wife dies and he becomes like a hot commodity in the church. Like, so the single women hitting on
Oh
him.
my God.
But bro, when I say this was probably the worst fucking film I have ever seen.
That sounds Tyler Perry-esque.
Tyler Perry, like, hey, this make Tyler Perry look like
MCU?
like goddamn Scorsese. like this is horrible.
Hey, yo. That's hilarious.
Like, man, like we watched a smooth 20 minutes, and that was a rough 20. Like, we was like, all right, you know what, we done here.
We
Like,
cool.
we I knew it was bad when I looked at the preview. I knew it was bad then.
But you're like, let's give it a try.
Let's try. I didn't make it past the funeral, like the funeral scene.
That's crazy.
Oh my God, Tubi is like, it's free though too, so there's no really.
I guess that makes sense. It got ads.
Yeah, it got ads.
Okay. But no, that's
like when I say the highs of Tubi are there. Like I'm like childhood shit. Like you ever seen Rockadoodle? It's a song. It's a movie. Oh, I know it sounds wild, right? Well,
Wait.
spicy. Pause, right? If applicable, right? Rockadoodle is about a rooster who's like Elvis, right? But
Fam, what?
It's a kids film. Relax. Like he sings the songs and makes the sun come up. But they laughed at him and he left the farm. But the thing is, this movie is about a smooth, like, 72 minutes.
Oh, my God.
But that was, like, the shit back in the 90s, though.
I've never heard of that. But low-key, I want to kind of look it up just to see.
Rockadoodle.
Like, had you seen it before?
Man, what? What? Like, that's my shit. Like,
How did I miss this? I don't even...
I'm just saying, that made me bust out
PBS? PBS?
No, it wasn't PBS. It was, like, on VHS. It was a tape.
Oh, shit.
It was a movie.
Oh, my God. That's insane. That's funny. I'm not mad at it. I need to download Tubi though, because I've been seeing in the social media streets that like a lot of people watch Tubi, and it's like a lot of
A lot like
the highs are there.
The highs are there.
It sounds like the lows are like all original content.
Pretty much. When you see Tubi originals and you start seeing like films, like hey yo, like
nope.
You
Scroll
like,
right
you,
on.
And you start seeing like the niggas that's like the like the compliment actors in other movies, being the stars.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
nah,
like hey.
that makes sense. All right, I got you.
You start seeing like I can't name them, but it's like you start seeing niggas like they like
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, since we here, have you heard of or about Hunk for Jesus?
I've been hearing about it.
So yeah, watch that too.
Okay. Now, what is the concept of that? Oh damn, Jesus, damn.
So this married couple, pastor and first lady.
Okay.
The pastor goes through a scandal and their church closes down. So the whole premise of the movie is them shooting a documentary to get their church back open. Oh. They're going to open back on Easter, and I guess spoiler alert. You want me to tell you what the scandal was?
No, it's fine.
Okay, he had sexual relations with men, and it wasn't clear if some of them were underage.
So Eddie Long, right? Oh.
Yeah, I think this movie was loosely based on Eddie Long. Okay. So yeah, yeah, that.
It's fine because I probably wasn't going to watch it in the first place.
Yeah, it was there. I was like, well,
listen, man,
why not?
As a former church kid that has grew up in a lot of church scandals, or at least around it or seen it play out, I'm good on seeing this shit dramatized. That's why I like drug shit. Like I ain't never been nowhere near it. Like that shit is like fantasy land to me.
That's valid. No, that's.
I don't want to see shit that I actually went through. I don't want to see that shit.
No, but see, I agree. That's why I love the comic book shit so much. Like, it should never happen. Chitauri never coming out the sky. Like, what? Come on,
Talk to me.
Half of existence will never be snapped away. So, seeing is great.
Well, hey, we got some stuff in the docket, which might get to that. But hey, let's go get to this.
Let's do it off the dome.
I got one for you. All right, it's easy. You go love it.
Let's do it.
Music question. Have you ever listened to a song with the artist that you probably wouldn't like, whatever, like I don't really care about them, but I still want to listen to the song? Have you heard a guest verse from somebody that you wasn't really rocking with that be like, oh, I like this, I like them? Like a guest verse that kind of made you a fan of somebody.
Got you. That is a really good question. Give me your answer while I think, because I feel like there's a lot.
Well, I always knew about Kodak Black. I always kind of respected him as his personality, kind of wild or whatever. But he has a song with Rick Ross. You know, I'm a sucker for a Rick Ross single or whatever. But the song is called Florida Boy. Him, T-Pain, Kodak Black. The song was pretty much tailored for Kodak Black to kind of shine at the end, because it's like on some Jay-Z God did type shit. Like your verse ain't a typical verse. It's a extended verse, and he kind of went off. Like when I say he went off, he went off. So Florida Boy, Kodak Black's verse at the end of the song, he just kind of he's spazzed. So that's my answer.
I'm not mad at that. And while you mentioned Kodak Black, the first person that came to mind for me was Lil Uzi Vert.
Okay.
Now the song that sticks out to me, well, the verse that sticks out to me is the verse that he had on Juggernaut with from Tyler's album.
Okay.
And I know I've heard other verses on other songs from him before, but that was the one that really stuck out. And then if I recall, he was on Push's album this year too. And I was like, damn, he 2 for 2.
I think so.
Yeah, I was like, damn, Lil Uzi Vert is 2 for 2 for me. So that the verse that he had on Juggernaut on Tyler the Creator's album, and then the verse this year from Push's album, I can't think of the name, but I know he was on that album. So
okay.
I'm going Lil Uzi Vert.
Okay.
Because I never really listened to Lil Uzi's music like that before, and I don't think he he raps clearly, but I think a lot of music that he puts out on his own isn't necessarily rap. It's kind of like alternative-ish.
Alternative rock, emo, pop, rap.
Yeah.
You know, it's in that vein.
So when he gets in his rap bag, he can spit.
He can go.
So yeah. I'm not mad at that. So dope question. All right, so for my off the dome, I got to thinking about like movies where villains go against each other, like Freddy versus Jason, Alien versus Predator, right? I want to ask you any two villains from any movie franchises, don't have to be comic book, any movie franchises. Which two villains do you think will make a good movie if they went against each other?
Ooh. You got one here.
Okay,
Give me your answer.
Gotcha.
So I'm sitting there thinking.
So my answer is Predator versus Joker. And the reason I say that is because Predator is a very calculated militiaman, basically. Like, he's real tactful. He, sets traps and does all of these things like a military-esque type of like person. He's a hunter, right? And the Joker is just chaotic, like really doesn't have any type of structure. He just goes with it and just does whatever. So I think that would be a dope matchup.
Gotcha. I don't know why I'm stuck on like Agent Smith versus somebody, right?
Okay.
But it's like Agent Smith versus somebody in the MCU. And it has to be somebody, not like a cosmic person, but somebody that can kind of match, I think, wits with him. I don't know if Agent Smith versus like he's too much for a Kingpin, but he's like too less for a Thanos. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I got what you're saying.
It's like,
I got what you're saying.
It's got to be like a Zemo.
Oh, I like that. I'm not mad at that at all.
Something like that. Like, now, even though Agent Smith's like powers are like pretty much Matrix, like computer based, right? Zemo just has a mind for things and kind of calculating and thinking and outthinking at points.
I agree.
And then like now I don't know the extent of his powers, if he has powers, or what does he do outside of just being like a malicious type of character. You're talking about like the movie version of him. You know what I'm saying? But I just like to see them match wits on screen.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
That's not a bad answer at all. I like that. No, that's
I had to think, man. I had to think, man. But no, that was off the dome, people. Give me a guest verse from somebody that kind of surprised you, even made you a fan of them.
Yep. And then what two movie villains would you like to see go against each other in their own movie? Let us know.
Man, yes, sir, man. OS Gang, what's happening? What's up? Kinfolk and family.
Yes.
But no, we here. We go talk about a few things. OS Docket, what we got. Let's start here first. I think I like this. 36Mafia and the Tennessee Titans have collabed together on a We Run It campaign. Johnny, NFL season's back. What do you have for this?
Oh, my bad. I was trying to play it, but I think this is dope.
Yeah.
When you are a franchise that does well in the NFL, like you deserve to have this level of promotion, right? The Tennessee Titans, they did really well last football season. I think they were like one of the contenders to go to the Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, number one seed, but they lost. Shout out to Solo, but they lost.
So, I mean, listen, when you a fire football team, you get a top tier, a top notch musical act to collaborate with. So when you go to the football games, that you have a fire anthem to really cheer the team on with. I think this is beyond dope.
It's so many levels to why this is good, right? For one, this is a Nashville team and a Memphis group, but they're representing the whole state of Tennessee. One, you have the bridging of the gap with the NFL and hip hop. Two, and then the brand of hip hop. Three, because it's easy to go get a rapper that's probably clean cut and polished. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
But you went and got 36Mafia, the
Grammy
definition of an underground champion, a king, or the type of music that they make.
The Oscar
and then they
award
went and got them one of their most iconic songs, Rerun It, which is a hip hop staple or anthem, right?
Facts. Yeah.
Now it's the Tennessee Titans song, but they're not even from Memphis. I mean, that's a Tennessee team. Like it's a Nashville squad. I think that's dope. Like it's so many, like that's what I'm just saying. So many levels to that.
Yeah, to be able to collaborate with top tier hip hop artists, I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see an NFL team like really go and really collaborate like this. Do you think this is a byproduct of the whole partnership with Jay-Z and all that?
Absolutely not.
No,
I don't.
You don't think it's got nothing to do with it?
I don't think that got nothing to do.
This is just the Titans saying, "Hey, we want them."
But think about it like this: when the Eagles went on their Super Bowl run, the Dreams and Nightmares became an unofficial anthem for them, and they still play it in the stadium right now, obviously. But that's just kind of like the brand of it. And you got to think about the players or fans of these groups.
Yeah, no, that's
now,
true.
the thing is, I know the NFL wants to have like this clean-cut marketing type of thing where their family and, blah, 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 woo, woo, woo. And Tennessee being the Bible bed that it is. Like,
right.
No,
right. No,
like,
you're right.
Those things happen in the Tennessee, Carolina places. Like, it's really funny with that.
Yeah.
So I'm just happy that this happened. Like, shout out to the guys, man. Shout out to the legends, man. DJ Paul, Juicy J, man.
It's fire, man. So on the opposite end of this, the Atlanta Falcons, they partnered with an artist as well. Did you see who it was?
Who was it?
Rotimi.
Wow. Is he even from Atlanta?
I don't know, but that song was terrible. I seen it on Instagram. That shit was horrible. But when you're not like a top franchise.
But this is the thing. Okay, all right. Oh, wow. Ooh, hot off the press. Let me think about this, man.
I just thought it was.
I don't think he's from Atlanta. I don't know.
I don't think he is either. I thought he was like from New York or somewhere. Or with parents of an immigrant.
Yeah.
His parents are immigrants.
I know he's like a first generation.
Yeah,
something.
but I thought he was from New York. But I could be wrong.
But still, of all the people.
I say we got all this technology.
That's what I'm saying. Of all the people that you can choose from the Atlanta tree.
Oh no.
Of musicians, right. not just rap, not just hell. Like, what if they made Monica? Like
New Jersey,
like,
New Jersey.
Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah.
That's
New
nasty.
Jersey. It says Maplewood, New Jersey.
I feel like Young Thug would have been a perfect person if he wasn't on going to jail, going to prison. I feel like he'd have been perfect.
Yeah, him
because he's
Quavo.
him because he's him right now.
Gotcha.
Like you know what I'm saying, not. We can go get the big boys, the T.I.s, the Killer Mites even. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
yeah,
those are easy and those are layups. But if you're talking about somebody that embodies Atlanta right now, you know.
So since Thug is currently in jail, who would you say would be the hot person right now out of Atlanta that could
the hot person? I honestly can't put a finger on it. Because I'm gonna always go OG. I'm gonna always go Gucci. I'm gonna go Big Boy. I'm gonna go 3 Stacks. Like I'm gonna go those guys. I would even say Killer Mike, Ludacris. Like it's JD. I would go many places.
And I feel like shit. Even Ludacris. Did you say Ludacris?
Yeah. Shit, you can even say Usher. Like you know what I'm saying? Like Usher makes way better music than Rotimi.
Usher
clearly, clearly, right? Clearly, and he's Atlanta, native. I think. No, he's not from Atlanta. But he reps Atlanta.
I don't know.
He's from Tennessee.
I just keep thinking how funny it is because the Atlanta Falcons
are trash.
have not been that good of a franchise since
25-3. It's Garbicio.
Yeah. So and I just sat back and thought, like, what if the Atlanta Falcons actually contacted these other artists and they just said no? Now I doubt that would be the case.
I doubt that.
But it's like y'all weak. Like I don't want to, If y'all win some games, then holler at us next season. I feel like that's what I imagine those artists said. That's why they went to New Jersey to get Rotimi. I wish I could find that song. That shit's so terrible, bro.
I know, man. But that shows that the leadership up there must be doing dope, smoking crack or something. But speaking of crack, New Jack City is poised for a stage play. Johnny!
Hey, yo.
What do you have for this headline?
That's a wild segue. But I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like this is cool, but like aren't most like stage plays musicals? Like they don't turn to a musical. like I think it's dope that we're able to take some of our black cult classic movies and like transition them for the stage for theater. But Like, how we really gonna make? Like, how we gonna make this a musical?
You know what I blame? I blame a lot on this.
What
I
you blame?
I blame my infatuation with the '90s. I blame Hamilton. I blame. I don't know who else I blame. I think I blame Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry gonna take a bullet for this.
Tyler Perry always catches straight.
It's so many questions that I have with this, right? Because like, okay, look at the lineup. Okay, the lineup is Flex Alexander, Alan Payne, Big Daddy Kane, and Tretch.
Hey yo.
Hey man. I'm not really sure how did they get this approved, but I feel like it should have went through Wesley, and Wesley would have said hell no. Even though Wesley ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But I'm not rocking with this, bro. Like I'm not like, okay, who plays Pookie? Who's smoking crack on stage? Like who?
Somebody
like,
understood it. That's just gonna be and which is crazy, right? As iconic as the character Pookie is, like they're not gonna get a big name for Pookie for a stage play. It's no way.
I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so Big Daddy Kane is Nino. Like who is Nino? Like why is?
If I had to guess, probably Tretch.
But why is G Money coming back as a like? I have so many questions, right? Because like usually when you do a film adaptation to a stage play like The Color Purple, The Lion King, right?
Yep.
You don't really get people that have some notoriety. You really get no-name young people. All these niggas is old.
It's true.
All of them.
It's true. But black don't crack.
No, you're right, but I mean,
but they don't need to be doing this though. They don't need to be doing the
Money
play.
died in the film. Why is he coming back to die in the? Hey man,
Look,
hey yo, man.
I don't know. Like this, I would like to know who approved this, and then I don't know, man. I'm just curious to see how this is turned into a musical. And speaking of Hamilton, did you ever watch Hamilton?
No, I didn't,
no. Okay,
I got the
you
gist.
probably never gonna
No,
watch.
I'm probably not, but
What if this ends up like Corman the hip hopper? Remember that shit?
nothing could be that bad.
Yeah. Damn.
Well,
And this is
hold on.
live too.
You know what? That Tubi movie.
Look,
wasn't that bad.
look.
Never mind.
Is Corman on there?
It probably is if I look for it.
I fuck with Corman though, but sorry, that's a whole tangent. But listen, man. So after they get off Broadway and they start traveling the country, you're not going to see this when they come to St.
Absolutely
Louis.
not.
You're not going to the Fox Theater with the wife dressed up.
I don't even think this need to go to the Fox. It needs to go to somebody's church auditorium. It don't deserve.
It don't. Damn.
Okay, maybe the pageant.
The Stifle.
Nah, that's too much.
That's too much.
That's too
Damn.
much.
The curtain's too nice in there.
They need like a nice high school auditorium.
At Eastside Auditorium, nice now.
All right, we'll have
Look,
that.
yeah.
Sell some tickets.
Listen, man, this is crazy. If anybody is listening and goes to see this, can you please let us know how it is? Because I'm itching to read a review.
This is actually
like it's going to happen.
This is not a joke.
Like this, this is insane. Like all of the comments from Twitter are just like, why is this happening?
Well, you know, Black Twitter has our moments in the sun where we just kind of annihilate certain things.
Right. Wait. Set It Off was a stage play at some point. Did you know that?
I think I heard.
It starred DeBrat, Kyla Pratt, LaToya Luckett, and Demetria McKinney in the original casting.
That's not a bad lineup.
But that would be.
I'm not going for that though.
You just not going for New Jack City.
No, absolutely not.
Shit, I wouldn't go see Set It Off either. Not as a stage play. Definitely not a stage play.
Oh, I didn't say I was gonna go see it. I just said that's not a bad lineup.
Got you. But
that wasn't an endorsement.
Listen, man, this is happening. New Jack City live on stage, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, November 4th and 5th. Get your tickets on Ticketmaster. Yo, if somebody go see this, please let us know. We can call y'all so we can talk about it. Cause I really want to know. Like, I want to know how this goes. Like, for real.
Yeah, man. This is crazy. But speaking of another crazy headline, man, the slavery is actually on the ballot coming up in the midterm 2022 elections. 5 states are entertaining ratifying the 13th Amendment, which is, I guess, somewhat states' laws. Johnny, what do you have for this headline?
So I read this today and I was like, wait, what? So I had to actually like deep dive into the article just to see. So I'm gonna read a quick excerpt from this. So it says, the 13th Amendment to the Constitution ended slavery and involuntary servitude when it was ratified in 1865. But a loophole allows it as punishment for someone convicted of a crime, and roughly 20 states have similar exception. So what I think this is saying is basically for people that are in jail, they work for free is what I'm gathering. This is saying, which has been a thing for a long time. I think we all know that. So I think what they're trying to put on the ballot is people that are in jail that are doing, working whatever type of work that they're doing, they have to start getting paid for it somehow. Which I think I'm for that. Like I think I'm okay with that. I understand people do crimes and they go to jail, cool, but jail is supposed to be like a rehabilitation type thing where you have these people in jail supposed to be rehabilitating, and they're doing nothing but free work. So you're working them 10, 12 hours a day for next to nothing, which I don't think that's fair. Like, pay them something so they can have money on their books, or I don't know what that shit's called. So something that they can have in jail while they're there. So I think I'm okay with this. I'm for this.
Yeah, it pretty much just hints to prison reform and things like that. What do you actually have the prisoners do while they're serving their time back to society, right?
Right.
Because even going back to, I'm gonna just use a movie reference, right? Life, right? They were on a chain gang. They were building ditches and things like that. That's servitude. Like, that's working. Like, where in most lines of work, that is a paid job, paid career, paid line of work. But it doesn't seem that way when you're a felon, a convict. It's not viewed through that lens. So you get a lot of, prison workhouses and things like that. It's real nasty when it comes to those things. But that comes to why we fight so hard for prison reform when it comes to like people just being locked up for like dumb charges and things like that, to just kind of ship them to prisons, and now we got to find things for them to do because the prisons are so overpopulated. So it's kind of like a new workforce that's very, very cheap. Right. I don't know. Like, I just have nothing really much for this. It's like I really can't vote on it, but I can look at it and kind of have an outside opinion. But because we don't reside in those states. Right.
And I mean, there has been a lot of different types of legislation that has been presented for prison reform, and this is just another step in that new reform, basically.
But when you hear slavery as a buzzword,
oh no, man, what? For real? That's why I was like, wait, I thought, So I definitely had to see what they meant by that, and I mean, essentially, people that are in jail when they do free work, technically that is slavery. So nasty headline, but I get why they said it.
Yeah, and it's 3 southern states, right? Alabama, Louisiana, and Tennessee. The 2 that I'm probably more shocked about is Oregon and Vermont, because you would figure there was a more liberal, because they're at the top of the map. Right. So I was thinking it was, if anything, it would have been like a blue state like California, Illinois, that kind of has like that type of ordeal going, or Kentucky. I think Kentucky's blue.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But if I had to guess, I thought it would be a red state. But I don't know. The Colonel and all that. No, okay.
Not the Colonel, bro.
I'm just saying. That's where you from.
I got you. I got you, man. But speaking of other outrageous laws that are on the books, man, we got something that's going to pass in January 1st of 2023 in the state of Illinois. We got the Safety Act, which is pretty wild. Johnny!
Yeah, man.
What do you have for this?
Let me play this clip, though. Let me play this clip from, I don't know if this is like a sheriff or what from the state of Illinois, but hold up.
People need to be aware of this. It abolishes cash bail for almost every offense. This includes, as of January 1st, 2023, the following things will go into effect, and people need to be aware of this. It abolishes cash bail for almost every offense. This includes, but isn't limited to, kidnapping, armed robbery, second-degree murder, drug-induced homicide, aggravated DUI, threatening a public official, and aggravated fleeing and eluding. Offenders released on electronic monitoring have to be in violation for 48 hours before law enforcement can act. They could almost drive to Alaska before we can even look for them. It denies victims their constitutional rights. and keep this in mind, businesses and homeowners, officers will no longer be able to remove trespassers from your residence or your businesses. Someone could decide to live in your shed, and all we can do is give them a ticket. You have to decide what level of force is required to remove them and whether or not it's legal.
Okay. So, first of all, what I heard him say was they're going to eliminate cash bail for like all offenses. So, and correct, help me understand that, right? So does that mean bail is no longer a thing to where if you get sent to jail, you just got to sit in jail until your court date? Is that what that means?
Well, cash bail, yeah, and it's for certain offenses, not all.
Okay, but he's
for those detainable offenses that you're looking at, right?
Right. So, because again, I don't know about these things, right? So, cash bill, I know you pay cash bill.
10%.
Gotcha. Right. Mm-hmm. So that's been eliminated for some of these offenses. What is there another type of bill that can be?
Not that I know of.
Okay. So, go ahead.
No.
So my question is: so since cash bill is being eliminated, does that mean a person that gets sent to jail they can automatically get out, or do they have to just sit there until their court date?
That's a great question because I don't know.
Okay. Do we have any? If we have any lawyers that listen to the episode, please hit us up, let us know, because we're curious about this, because this is a very interesting law that's happening. And then also he says that officers can no longer remove trespassers from your home. The only thing they could do is just come and write a ticket. You have to you have to determine which level of force to use in order to get these trespassers to leave your home.
Basically, squatters got rights now, like more rights.
That's insane.
Well, I don't know. It's just bigger issues at hand, right? We did kind of talk about this last week. We were talking about movie plots coming true. This is some Purge, Hunger Games shit.
Word.
Like, this is wild.
Word.
But that's another, neither here nor there. But just looking at this and listening to the audio, certain crimes are not punishable necessarily. They're not detainable. So it's like, if that's the case, what happens? Now, I'm an Illinois resident, so this applies to me. But I don't live in Chicago either. So I feel like laws like this are made for the larger city in the back of people's minds, right?
Yeah.
They don't think about the little town that I live in, per se, compared to a Chicago.
Right.
So how does this affect the city of Chicago? Mm-hmm. Like, what's going to happen up there? Like, is it going to be free? Like, if it's already, quote unquote, Chirac and all the things that people, talk about in the media, where, the murder rate and, just whatever, crime, whatever. It's just a large city, things like that happen. So that's not me talking bad about it. Mm-hmm. But it's just what happens now.
That's a great question, because I don't know. Like, that's insane. Like, just imagine you have a friend that's in college or something, and comes to stay with you, mm-hmm. and like y'all agree that they're going to leave in 3 months or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. 3 months pass, they still there. You literally can't kick them out.
Or maybe you can.
I mean, you would have to use some type of lethal force in order to get them out, but that's insane.
Squatters' rights is wild.
But
it's just so many laws that are literally on the book, and this is something that they're like passing, and it's like. Granted, I'm an Illinois resident. I voted for this governor, so mm-hmm. Most of us did. But it's just like I don't know if I ever saw this coming, and I don't see the upside to it.
Right.
It's like, we just go let crime. Like, are you trying to curb crime stats? Because that's what it seems like. You're trying to juke numbers.
Quite possibly.
Because if you do something like this, felony rates drop, conviction rates drop, mm-hmm. because you're not locking people up for those things anymore. You got to commit murder, like manslaughter. Like, you got to commit, like, you got to be caught with bricks. Like, that's how they go get you. But all this other little stuff, it feels like they've upped what a petty crime is.
I can see that. Or he's basically trying to give, I guess like less work to the police officers. Maybe the police officers across the state or in those major cities like Chicago, maybe they're being overworked by, you know, all of the other crimes, so they don't have enough time to tend to the smaller, quote unquote, the smaller crimes.
But that's small. Like aggravated assault is small.
Hey,
Like that's I'm just like
when you comparing it to murder or homicide. Like
aggravated assault is you getting your ass beat outside. Like that's not something to lollygag over. Like,
I agree 100%.
But it's a numbers game. Like that's what it's getting to. It's numbers now.
That's insane.
So you legalize crime in a way.
Yeah, basically, and that goes into effect January, like
January
in a few
1st.
months.
It's up.
Hey man, I guess we might see an uptick in aggravated assaults and all that kind of stuff, which is unfortunate, but technically if it's legal, then what we doing? Damn, I live in Missouri. Shit ain't much better over here, but still.
Hey man, there's so many, but that's why I guess it just comes to the power of voting, man. Like I know we had these nuanced debates about is voting important and this and that and that. Man, we just went over 2 reasons why voting is very important. Word. And that's my soapbox. I ain't got nothing else to say. I ain't got nothing else to say.
Especially in your local and your midterm elections, which are coming up in November.
Yeah,
So
November 6th, I believe.
Yeah, whatever that first.
That's Tuesday.
Tuesday? Yeah.
Something like that.
So yeah, just pay attention to like all the propositions and the people who are running for specific offices in your state and in your like counties and stuff, because all that matters. Like that stuff matters.
Absolutely, man. Let's get to this blurred topic, blurred segment, blurred bag, man. We got a few things to discuss. We're going to start with DC because they only had one thing. Black Adam trailer. Movie's coming out, next month?
Oh, yeah.
Mid-October.
First, if I'm not mistaken.
So DC has dropped a full trailer for Black Adam. Johnny, what do you have for this?
I'm going to be honest with you, bro. It looks like DC just might have the best comic book movie this year. Now, we got to see what that and Black Panther does. But based on the trailer, and I'm only basing this off the trailer, we still got to see what the movie looks like. Based on the trailer that they just released, it looks like Black Adam is going to be a really, really good action-packed movie with a good plot. And honestly, I'm here for it. I think all of the character designs look great. The actors that are playing these roles, all of them look great. Like this has the potential to be a really, really good movie, man.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
Black Adam, man. Like it started off kind of like, kind of Wakanda Forever-ish. You know what I'm saying? Like I saw it. I synced it. I synced it. But no, I mean, Rock being the #1 action star of this generation, he got another one, man. Like, but this one looks like it actually has like some staying power. Like this ain't no fly-by-night Rock action film. Like it has a different touch to it, different, je ne sais quoi.
Man, this looks like it could be the one.
I'm looking at it. The trailer looks amazing. You get all this Hawkman, man, Prince Bronson, man. Like I'm just, I'm all giddy, man. When I see good actors, man, together, it's just, what? I'm like, all right, yeah, we talking now, baby. But really talking. It just looks good. Like the action looks great. I want to see what the plot is. Like it looks like they're waking him up. Like it's kind of like, and they need somebody to kind of G-check him. So that's where I guess the Justice Society comes in and they was like, hey, we don't need you to do all that.
Find somewhere to put him. We gonna put him there.
Yeah, pretty much. So no, I mean it looks good, man. So I mean I'm actually excited for it. I'm ready.
I like it.
I'm here.
I like it. All right. So outside of Black Adam, that character. What other character are you excited to see, like, in the movie? Like, when you're at the movies, it's like, oh, snap, that's such and such. Like, which character are you excited to see?
Oh, the 2 I named, the Hawkman and then whatever Prince Bronson is playing.
Dr. Fate?
Dr.
Fate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both of them. Both
all
3 of them.
Run it.
All 3 of them.
All 3 of them.
Yeah,
nah.
I'm with it.
That's what's up. Hawkman looks amazing, but, man, I am so excited to see Dr. Fate in live action, bro. Like, the helmet looks great. I think his costume is mostly CGI, but I think it still looks great. But that Dr. Fate helmet, man, is something different, man. It's something different. So, yeah, man, it got me excited too. I ain't gonna lie. I can't lie about it. It's got me excited, man. Yeah, man. Definitely. What else we got?
A lot of D23 news, man. A lot of Marvel news. A lot of A lot of Disney news. I don't know if Johnny's in the Star Wars. I'm not, but hey, they
Not for
announced
real. Not for real.
They announced a lot though.
They did.
They announced a lot.
Where do we start?
Did you see the Little Mermaid trailer? Like, oh no.
No, I did. I did.
Now
Hey man, look. I'm not a Little Mermaid fan, but shout out to Halle Bailey though, because
shout out to Little Sis, man. Like
she about to kill this shit, bro. Like, first of all, she has the most angelic singing voice, right?
That note was in.
Come on, applause that. Thank you. Like that's just from the trailer. Like, what? That soundtrack finna be phenomenal. You feel, man? What? I'm in that mug opening weekend just off the strength of her singing voice.
I don't think I've been excited for any of the live action Disney joints, like even The Lion King, which I still haven't seen because y'all killed it. Y'all killed it.
Well, I killed it. I never seen it.
Stop the hate, guy.
I did.
It's just like they killed it. It was the people that actually saw it actually killed the film. So it was just like I really didn't. I saw the original. I don't need to see it. Like,
no, that's real.
I didn't need to see part 2 either. I didn't need to see none of it.
Speaking of, did you see they doing a prequel? They're doing a prequel to Lion King.
Mufasa.
Yeah. I don't know if it's animated or live action, but they're doing it. So I don't understand why.
If Lightyear didn't work, why?
But you know what's crazy though? I don't really care about a Mufasa story. I want a Scar story. I want to know why Scar was so bent out of shape with everything. And I feel like that would be more of a.
I mean, you're your younger brother, man. You'll never be king. That's the story. Like the younger brother will never be king. Oh, all right, cool.
No, that's crazy. But no, shout out to Halle Bailey and Little Mermaid. We in that thing.
But Marvel dropped a few bombshells, man. Let's talk about this. Probably, I would think one of the bigger highlights of the weekend. Secret Invasion trailer. Disney Plus show coming next year, 2023.
Yes,
I think, is it in March?
I do believe so. First quarter sometime.
Samuel Jackson back as Nick Fury. Johnny, what you got for it?
It looks like, well, based off of this trailer alone,
I know, we going
because we know that Ant-Man and Quantumania starts Phase 5, which I think comes out in February, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. So we got that, and then Secret Invasion comes out. So based off of the Secret Invasion trailer, it looks like Phase 5 is going to be eons better than Phase 4. So I'm just going to start there, right? But actually getting to the Secret Invasion trailer, this is the first time we really seen Nick Fury like in action in a long, long time. So I'm kind of excited for that. We get to see Maria Hill. We get to see Rhodey. So I'm excited to see these characters, right? But I am most excited for the plot line of this show. Secret Invasion, we have Skrulls. Well, this is just my synopsis. I don't know if this is true, but we probably have Skrulls that have been impersonating characters in the MCU since the beginning, since Iron Man 1, and now all of that is coming to a head in this show. And I think that is a fire plot line. Like I'm really excited. I'm really excited for this show.
Now this has a different feel. This trailer gave me a different feel. It felt like a movie trailer. It didn't feel like a TV show.
I'm not mad.
And
I
was like,
I'm not mad at that.
It doesn't give me anything from WandaVision to She-Hulk. Like this really feels different. And I was like, hey, yo, like this is up. Like, I don't know if Samuel had something in his contract. Y'all got to put a little extra sizzle on my show, a little salzone on mine, because he's the biggest star to have one.
Oh yeah,
bar none.
Oh,
right?
big facts, big
so
facts.
I feel like his show just got a little different TLC to it.
Nah, that's real.
Because his character, man. But I mean,
it's Fury, man.
I know, man, and he's been such an integral part in it. I don't know. I ain't got too much else for this, man. I'm just hyped for it. But what do you think about the Thunderbolts?
So
the Thunderbolts lineup, man.
So the very first thing I noticed when I saw the picture after they announced the lineup, no Abomination. So I was really surprised about that. But also
somebody else was missing too. Zemo went there.
Oh shit, Zemo went in?
Nope.
Oh wow. Huh.
I know this Red Guardian. I was like, y'all brought him back for this.
Right. That's it. No, thanks for pointing it out because I didn't notice that either. So when I didn't see Abomination, right, I immediately thought maybe Abomination somehow becomes the villain of the movie. Now, I have no clue if that's true or not, but why else would you get this band of shit, what you got like two Black Widows and 2 reject Captain Americas.
Oh damn! I forgot, like why is Bucky there?
3 reject Captain Americas there.
Damn, who the third?
You got Red Guardian, then you got U.S. Agent.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the lineup look alright, but seeing that lineup doesn't get me excited for the movie. I can't lie to you about that.
I still want to see the concept play out.
I mean, no, I would look like maybe I'll be more excited once I maybe see a trailer or understand what the plot of the movie is. But just from seeing the lineup,
it's too early for that. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's what it is.
Does
like,
the movie come out in 24? Probably, don't it?
Yeah, it don't come out till when Captain America World Order. Speaking of Captain America World Order, now I am excited for that.
Yeah,
New World Order.
Yeah,
whatever. It's coming.
NWO. Wait, okay. Remind me who they. So of course, Captain America's going to be in it, but our guy
Isaiah Bradley's coming. And then you have Falcon.
Yes, the new Falcon.
And then you have the Thinker, who's going to be the actual villain.
The leader, right? The leader.
The leader or the Thinker?
The leader.
Oh,
so
that's
this
the one with the big brain.
Yes. So remember when we talked about when we on our episode 3 review of She-Hulk, check that out on YouTube. Remember we were trying to figure out who the boss was from the Wrecking Crew. Yeah. How I said I thought maybe it could be the leader. Yeah. So to see the leader come from the Incredible Hulk, which came out in 2008, to see him reprise his role in 2023 is, I mean, it's dope as hell. And we've all wondered where he's been like for the last 20 something years. 18? How many of years, damn it? It's been a long damn time, right?
Well, they're trying to right all their wrongs with that one. But they still can't make a Hulk film, so it doesn't really matter. So they just got to find ways to sprinkle it. Yeah, you got to sprinkle it through. You got to Salt Zone it right through it. Because according to what they're saying, it says that Hulk is supposed to have a big like story arc in the Captain America film. And like we talked about on the last episode, I think, of She-Hulk, right? Because he went off into space. He
did go off into space.
So we was like, hey, I would like his arc to be in a film,
right?
Not to be in the show.
Not a show, right.
So clearly, we just got that because you got a Hulk villain as the Captain America villain. Now?
I know, and I was like, that's odd, but I'll roll with it, I guess. But he gonna outthink the hell out of Sam Wilson.
I was about to say. Of all them niggas they had up there, Sam, Falcon, even old Isaiah Bradley. Shout out to the King.
Facts.
Shout out to the OG Cap.
Real
the other Cap, right? The OG Cap, right?
The one that actually beat Bucky.
Right.
What we doing?
They gonna need Smart Hulk to help. Bring it back.
No, that's facts. Damn, but this new Captain America and the Hulk team up. I don't know. I feel like that's such an odd pairing.
It very much.
It's such an odd pairing, but I mean,
well, hey, Thor and Hulk work too.
Well, I mean, but they
started off beefing so much.
I mean, they did.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's still odd. And then look what happened to Ragnarok. Magic.
Right. No, that's real. But I don't know, man. Look, clearly I'm gonna watch it regardless. Oh, yeah. But
all this stuff.
Oh, big facts. But like, I don't know. To see the leader as the villain of that movie is like, wow, that's just literally was not expecting that.
Yeah.
I don't know who I was expecting, but definitely not him.
Yeah, I don't think there were any other real big takeaways from D23. Maybe if you want to get into like the director of Fantastic Four, they did announce that. My only drawback to that, I think his name is Matt something with an S. You know, one of them. You know, one of their names. You know, respectfully. But he hasn't directed a feature film before. He's only done TV shows. Like he's most recently done WandaVision and a few episodes of Game of Thrones. Like he's a TV show like guy.
And that he's gonna do the Fantastic Four movie.
Yep.
Interesting.
Because the guy that did the Spider-Man film was supposed to do Fantastic Four, but he stepped down.
Got it.
Things like this matter, people, when we have these conversations. I know it sounds nerdy and like, oh, what does director matter? Nigga, it matters.
It matters.
It matters.
Yeah. You got anything for the Marvels? Or you care? Not for real?
Tiana Parrish, that's my baby.
Oh, did you see she having a baby?
Yeah, that's what I said it.
I thought you meant
that's the only thing I got.
That's
for
my girl.
That's the only thing I
got
for
you.
That's all I got for
it. We could fight for her. We can scrub. I don't mind it. My hands work. We talked about Secret Invasion. What about Loki season 2? Anything for Loki season 2? Not for real.
I mean, he has a Kane connection. That's why he clearly gets a season 2.
Oh, big fact.
That's the only reason. Like, that's all I got for that.
I'm interested. Well, it's interesting that they didn't announce any of. So like last week when we talked about those big name actors and actresses, they didn't get to those actors and their roles in the MCU.
Maybe they're doing another part of it today. Is it 2 days or is it 3?
I think it is 3 days. So maybe they're going to announce it today or something. Yeah. So if they do, then we'll talk about it next week. But no, man, a lot of good news. A lot of good news came out of D23, at least on the Marvel tip for this weekend. Kind of wish we would have saw a little bit more footage, maybe some footage from Black Panther or something. But
no, they did a screen, but they didn't.
They didn't show the public. They didn't show the public. So hopefully some of that stuff comes out soon. So
other than that, it was like maybe Daredevil. That was about it. Daredevil. They said there wouldn't be a season 4. It'd be like it's born again. Like
it's
literally season 1 starting over, new storyline, new plot.
Yep.
I ain't mad at that.
I'm not either, actually. Especially since it's going to be like new everything, new screenwriters, new plot line,
18 episodes.
18 of them joints, man.
I just want to point that out.
This is like a real season. Like we're in the streaming era, we're used to no more than like 10, 11, 12 episodes. We getting 18 of them things. 18. That's a full length season.
And clearly Disney Plus releases them week after week.
Oh man.
They gonna have to even though we're in the streaming era, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that a lot of people have gotten to the point where it's like, hey, we're not even gonna give you the whole season at once. I think everybody's starting to get that model. Like Netflix is supposed to adopt that for theirs.
They are in talks to like they're thinking about doing it. They haven't confirmed it yet, but they're thinking about doing it.
So pretty much we get into they getting back to a ratings game.
Right.
Like it's always numbers, bro.
I will tell you this though: if Netflix does do that, I bet you they lose a lot more subscribers because people are used to Netflix dropping the whole joint.
I think no. I think debate.
Let's do it.
Content overrides that shit.
What do you mean?
I mean like OG content. Like if your OG content is fire, I don't think that really matters. Cause like we still tune in to Disney Plus knowing that they go drop episode week after week after week, right? Like I think your content gotta be like your content game gotta be fire, right? Like Stranger Things is bigger than Netflix. So I don't care. Like when they drop season 5 of Stranger Things, people gonna be over there. Now if they decide to drop it, week by week.
So like the most recent season of Stranger Things, right? Mm-hmm. Did they drop it all at once?
Yeah, they dropped it all at once, and then part 2. Like a few months later,
right? So even with the part 2, it was like
it's all. But my point is, I think that if your content is what people are coming for, like the OG shit, mm-hmm. I don't think that really matters because like I know that if I want to watch Power every week, even though it's on the streaming app, I gotta go every week. Or if I want to watch City on the Hill or Showtime, I gotta go every week.
But my question is for Netflix specifically. So we know Disney Star, we know everybody, every other streaming service has their staple
like
content, right? Yeah. But with Netflix specifically, what do they have that would keep subscribers there to do that?
That's the only thing I said was Stranger Things.
See, that's what I'm saying.
That's why I said it's the seat. Like
that's what I'm saying.
The content got to be there because Ozark is done.
Yep.
Stranger Things is on its
they got one more season.
They got one more season. They're done. So it's kind of like I think it's the content that matters. But I mean, still, your point is valid. But I still feel like the content is what's gonna like. Hey, I know I got to come back next week.
Yeah.
So fuck it.
Yeah, man. I don't know. That's interesting. Cause I'm this close, bro.
No.
To let go.
If you let it go, you're not missing nothing that you probably can't get on Tubi.
Look, and I'm finna download this shit tonight.
It's free
because I would have tried.
You ain't even gotta make
they
it like
no
profile.
Log in, none of that.
Just go play it.
I love it. I love it though.
Clearly,
that's crazy.
we are at the end of our docket OS game. We appreciate you guys. Johnny, what do you have for them?
Listen, man, if you're on YouTube, we appreciate you for rocking with us this long. As me and Ralph, we just ramble on about the things that we love.
Clearly.
And hopefully you love them too. Hit that like button.
Yep.
Share this with your people.
Yep.
Hit that subscribe button for
Yep.
more content. Hit the comment section. Let us know what you thought about any of the topics we discussed today. And we will be right back with y'all next week. So holla at us.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you are on audio, you are now tuning into WKOS. It's time to get into OS.
You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.